going on, my dudes and dudettes? It's showing you the S&S Serpentarium, and today I'm going to talk to you about why recessive projects are the best projects to get into. So stay tuned. Right, getting right into it then, guys. The recessive projects, why I think they're the best. Well, for one thing, most of the recessive genes are a lot nicer than the codominant genes, in my opinion. Like the pieds, the clowns, the albinos, the lavender albinos, sunsets, the list just goes on and on and on. There are a lot of nice codominant and dominant traits as well. Like obviously you've got the Bell project, but you're very limited on what you can do there, to be honest. But with the pieds and the clowns and stuff like that, the world is your oyster, really. You can mix genes in there that have never been seen before. Do you know what I mean? It depends on what you want to hit. Whereas with a bell, whatever you mix in with it, it's just going to look like a normal bell. Do you see what I'm saying? Sorry about that quite abrupt cut there, guys. I got rudely interrupted, so getting back into it. There's only so much you can do with most codominant genes, unless you do mix them into recessive projects. Like bananas, I think personally, after 2 or 3 genes added to the banana, you're not really gaining anything from it. And a lot of times it just looks worse, to be honest with you. You're taking away rather than adding to the gene, in my opinion anyway, you know what I mean? But I that's not quite a popular opinion with the community. With these recessive projects though, there's a lot that hasn't been done, and because it's so difficult to get more genes into it, you're never really gonna hit that upper cap of too many genes because it's so difficult to do it. And by that point that you hit the upper cap, I mean, you spent years and years doing it. Do you know what I mean? So you get a lot more fun out of it, and it takes a lot longer to do. So that's why I prefer recessive projects. Like my friend just bought an absolutely gorgeous Coral Glow Hypo, I believe it is, or Coral Glow Orange Ghost, and it is absolutely gorgeous by the time you add that orange ghost into it. And because it's got orange ghost as well, by the time you breed it, it's going to hold its money that little bit better. Do you know what I mean? The price of Coral Glows on bananas are going down, like super quickly. But these recessive projects, they do tend to hold their money a little bit better. And I know obviously it's not all about the money, but at the end of the day, you can reinvest that then into better equipment, different snakes and so on. Like, do you know what I mean? Another thing to bear in mind as well when you're doing these recessive projects is they're easier to sell because there's less of them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, anyone can go out these days and buy a Coral Glow. You can buy a Coral Glow with 3, 4, 5 genes in it. But you try doing that with a pied or a clown or something like that, it's a lot more difficult. So then it's much easier to find these animals good homes. So that's why I prefer the recessive project, guys. That's just my personal takes on it. Obviously, bells are gorgeous, Coral Glows are gorgeous, bananas are gorgeous, but I can only have so many snakes in my collection. Pieds and clowns are my favourite, especially when you bring them together, which I am planning on doing in a few years' time. They are my favourite. I can only keep so many, so that's what I'm going to concentrate on, because at the end of the day, when you try to do these codominant projects, you're constantly chasing it, and you're constantly having to buy new genes in because it's never enough. You're always trying to add more in and add more in and add more in, but I like to just keep it a little bit simple, take a step back, limit the number of animals I actually keep, and I find it a lot easier to keep them healthy and happy then, to be honest, as well, because I'm a busy lad. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm going to leave it there now so I'm not rambling on for too long. Make sure you drop us a like if you made it this far. Smash the subscribe button and ruin that notification bell. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take it easy.